What's up everyone, Flygon here, and we have a very cool black and white match against NBZ here. I'm sure you all know him. It's a very cool and close match, so I hope you all enjoy. We both lead with Agirudaa in this match, but there's a difference between our Agirudaa's because he's running a beneficial speed nature, and that's exactly what I predicted, so I go straight for the Encore. And that works out very well for me because now he's locked into spikes. And here I switch out to my Tentacruel, which can rapid spin his spikes away, and he goes for another layer of spikes. So here I think he'll switch here because he wants to keep his focus sash intact. At least I believe he has a focus sash because that's what I'm running on mine. So yeah, he switches to Gorbis as I spin the spikes away. So yeah, basically nothing happened yet. And it's now Gorbis versus Tentacruel, and when you see a Gorbis in a Gen 5 match, you kinda have to expect a Shell Break Baton Passer. And yeah, he sets up a Shell Break, and I just set up a Toxic Spikes because I wanted to get a layer of Toxic Spikes up, and that's going to help me a lot in this match. And here you see he's running White Herb. Very, very clever. I didn't think of that myself, but that's very clever. So here I switch out because I'm predicting his Baton Pass, and I have a free switch to my Tentacruel, who is Adamant Life Orb with Sucker Punch, so I can at least hurt the very fast Pokemon that comes in. Too bad for me it's a Sazendora which resists the Sucker Punch, but at least I can see what kind of Sazendora this is. And I don't see Life Orb, I don't see Leftovers, and I see Earthquake, so I'm thinking Bandit. So I switch out to Yuxi to wall him and force a switch with the Levitate, and he goes for Crunch. And yeah, I facepalmed right there because I was so sure it was a Choice Bandit or Scarfed one. But no, he goes for Crunch. I just went for Stealth Rocks on the switch, but obviously he didn't switch, and yeah, he finished me off with a second Crunch. Thankfully I still have my sash intact with my Agirudaa, so I'm able to survive the flamethrower with 1 HP thanks to my hold item. And yeah, since I'm modest, I can ignore the fact that he I can ignore the fact that his White Herb cured his special defense drop and just finish him off with a very strong Bug Buzz, not to be messed around with. And he sends in his own Agirudaa again, which get hurt by Stealth Rocks and Toxic, so that's very nice. And now he goes for Pursuit, and I die. I didn't even try to switch, but yeah, I die. And let's see, I'm going to bring in my Zapdos here, because yeah, he's going to set up spikes whatsoever, because I don't have anything that outspeeds him, and I don't have Mischievous Heart Taunt, or I don't know, Snatch. No, Snatch won't even work. Never mind, I go for Thunderbolt, as he sets up another layer, well actually his first layer after the rapid spin. And yeah, I go for Thunderbolt, and he's barely going to survive it, because I went for Thunderbolt because I didn't want to spoil my Heat Wave, because he might think I'm a Lightningrod Zapdos, who obviously can't learn Heat Wave because that's a Gen 4 tutor move. Now he traps me into Thunderbolt, and yeah, I just finish him off, and he makes the good play, sends in his Grass type, I think Doridia. Yeah, I think that's it. So I switch to my specially defensive, obviously Tentacruel, and he goes for Sleep Powder, and I was like, God no, Butterfly Dance and Sleep Powder? You gotta be kidding me, man. So I'm asleep, but this gives me the opportunity to switch back into my Zapdos, because yeah, at least it resists the stab move and it's very bulky, so that's what I felt comfortable with. And I'm going to surprise him with the Heat Wave. So yeah, he sets up a Butterfly Dance, and I think he's going to set up another one here after the toxic damage. Yes, that's what he does, because he was like, the strongest thing you can do against me is HP Ice or maybe Signal Beam. So no, not even Signal Beam. Man, I'm talking bullshit this narration. I'm so sorry. I go for Heat Wave, and yeah, I almost take it out after two Butterfly Dances, but good thing for me, I see he's going to die from Toxic anyway, so I go for Roost. And that's very cool for me, because a +2 Battle Dance, which got a power boost to 120 power, just like Outrage, and I survive it very well, go for roost, and that shows how bulky this thing is, because that's life warp plus 2 pedal dance stab, and after roost I'm almost back to full, and he sends in another sweeper. So we have 2 shell breakers, a butterfly dancer and a dragon dancer coming up, so yay, a lot of fun. I'm kidding. Alright, I go for Thunderbolt just to get some damage in, and I know I can survive it plus one attack, and yeah, I just know I can. I'm very confident in my Zapdos. I have a lot of faith in it. So he goes for Rock Slide, and I know Outrage is faster, but God, I'm so sorry. More powerful. That's the words. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm not going to do this narration again, that's for sure. But I calculated I can live an Outrage, so yeah. He's going to die from Toxic after this turn, after my second Thunderbolt, so yeah, that's a Butterfly Dancer and a Dragon Dancer versus my Zapdos, and they all die, so that's good for my Zapdos. And now he sends in Cloyster. Yeah, well, let's see what that's going to do. Well, it's not going to Shell Break, because then I'll kill it. And I send in my Scarfed Warubiaru, aka Redneck, and Redneck is going to Stone Edge that thing. And my Intimidate will not help me here, because this is another White Herb Pokemon, and that tells us it's a Shell Breaker, and that's not a surprise. So my Stone Edge fails to kill him, because I'm not adamant but jolly, and he Icicle Spheres kills me. And my last guy is a Tentacruel, and it's asleep, so that's bad for me. And he goes for Rock Blast, and he misses, and he dies from Toxic. So that's crucial, but not that crucial, because if we did the same moves to the end of the battle as we do now with the Rock Blast hit, it wouldn't have mattered. But if it hit, we probably had a different battle. But I think it didn't matter the outcome. Well, I'm not going to spoil it yet. He has his last guy out as well, which is his Horribus. And Horribus is going to set up on me, but its special defense will drop now, because his White Herb is already spoiled to his Sazendora. Yes, and now he's going to go for his second Shell Break, so that makes it -2 special defense and +4 special attack. So I think I wake up here. Yes, I wake up, I go for Surf, and it's not doing enough. Well, it's a 2-hit KO with the Toxic, that's for sure, but it's not enough. And now he has to Surf, and that's +4 Surf, and look at that damage. Look at that damage. Go Tentacruel. Tentacruel for the win. I go for Surf and I win the match. Very close and cool match. And BZ, a little bit of weird team you got there, but my balanced team barely managed to handle it. So good game. Check my channel out if you like this battle, and leave a flame comment if you don't like this battle, and check MBZ out, he's a very good guy. Alright, I'm out, later.